Anyway, I have an alternative attendance sa mga hindi nakaka-attend ko yan. Have you noticed I have been uploading the recordings of our lesson yesterday, and the same thing, I'm going to upload the recording of this lesson so that those who are not available today can still view or play back yung ating mga recordings, no? They should just comment your names dun sa mga sa aking YouTube channel for their attendance para I can be assured that they have been viewing yung ating mga recordings, no? That is the alternative attendance model. I don't know, but I have noticed na wala pang masyado nag-view kasi wala pang masyadong comment. Maybe still they have technical difficulty, or yung iba, they don't have electrical power, don't have internet connections. So, I have not been receiving notices eh. Parang kayo lang nagsasabi sa akin, di ba? That some student or classmates cannot be around today. Iba nag-notice sa akin eh. But, iba naman hindi. Example, si Misha, okay na ba microphone Misha? Parang kahapon wala siya.
Okay na po.
Oh, sino yung Hailey Daphne? Wala nga, parang kahapon nandito sila. Anyway, maybe they will just jump in sa ating session today. Or they will just view the recordings. Can I confirm? Is my PowerPoint visible on your end?
Yes, Doctor.
So we are now in lesson 6. Thanks for the confirmation. Lesson 6. Okay, so have you noticed we are squeezing as much lesson as possible kasi we don't have the luxury of time hanggang ating siyempre kasi we are targeting that we can finish everything up to chapter 5 ng ating research. So all available time we are using all available time. That's why we are doing this synchronous online meeting para we can discuss ang research kasi I can't afford to just upload a lesson without discussing. That's why we have this one. So I'm presenting kasi I recall we are now in we are still in number 1 of course, but we are writing now the TF and the CF for the theoretical framework and conceptual framework, but based on our syllabus nandun tayo sa TF and CF. And I highlighted yung ating gagawin ngayon. So chapter 1, we are done with the introduction yesterday. We are done with the background of the study, and hopefully kasi we should not be delaying some writings. We don't have the luxury of time. So huwag kayong magpapatambak ng trabaho, ng mga task kasi napapatungan siya. Example, sa ating introduction, tapos tayo dapat by this time. So I don't know if you are done, maybe because of limited connectivity, power interruptions, may delays talaga. But I know you are now in the tail end of writing yung introduction and background of your study as discussed yesterday. And today, itong ating naka-highlight, the TF. So when we say TF, that is theoretical background or theoretical framework. So pareho lang siya. TF is theoretical framework and CF is the conceptual framework. Ito naka-highlight, ito yung ating gagawin. Kaya na. And if you are, nga pala, before anything else, do you have some members who are delinquent? Meron ba kayong mga members na I would say nagpapasaway na nag-start na ng being delinquent. Meron ba kayong ganung mga members sa mga nyo? Mga groups? Hoping wala no? Para dire-diretso tayo kasi pag may mga delinquent members not cooperating at kahit mag-sin lang sa mga setting walang ginagawa, magkakaroon tayo ng delays it can affect your kasi you assign them some task, then they will not be doing the task, then pati kayo madidelay. Kaya ngayon pa lang, maybe you should now heads up me if you have those members delinquent members. Hoping wala para tayo tuloy-tuloy yung ating ginagawa. Hindi na dagdagan na. Okay, so let's jump in sa ating one. So by the way guys, na lahat ng groups, you maintain only one file. Isang file lang sa buong research natin at chapter 1 hanggang chapter 5. Isang file lang i-maintain nyo, no? Don't maintain file na for every activity. Example, don't maintain file for introduction only. Don't maintain file for theoretical. So dire-diretso na yung ating one. Continuous yung inyong pagsusulat. Ibig sabihin, if you are done with introduction and background yesterday, and you will be writing DTF and CF today, just add those to your file. Ibig sabihin, when you submit TF and CF, automatic, it means that you have the intro and the background already sa inyong mga writing. So, we just add yung mga tasks na susulatin natin hanggang sa chapter 5. So, we have wala ba siya? Si Fatima. Okay, so dyan ka na, Fatima. Okay, sige. So Fatima, you just jump in. Dito tayo sa ito pala yung ating first slide, Fatima. The TF and the CF to be written ngayong week, no? Until may deadline naman mga activities natin. Just stick with the deadline para hindi na papatungan. Kaya nga kayo, di ba? You have 5 members. Ibig sabihin, you have enough time, you have enough brain cells na 5 kayo. Sa college kasi 3 lang sila But in a way, they can finish a task sa given. Madali man yan, mga 1 day or 2 days lang. 3 lang sila. In high school, alam ko mas mas diligent, no? Pagdating sa cooperation and writings, yung mga research. Except if you have delinquent members. Yung sinasabi ko kanina. Even if you have 5 members pero yung 2 are delinquent, so 3 pa rin matitira. So you heads up me, no, kung may mga para ang gagawin natin, pag if you have delinquent members, hindi naman sila alisin ka agad, di ba? Sabi natin, always due process, always give them the allowance or the leeway to shape up. Now, after several notice, hindi pa rin sila shape up. So, alisin natin sa grupo, then they will form their own group. So, ba yung gagawin natin? Okay, so let's move the slide. So TF and CF. So pakita ko muna yung mga titles. Because your titles, ito yung mga the title should be anchored on a theory. Ibig sabihin ng theoretical framework. You should be looking for a theory, existing theory, proven theory for the longest time. And you should anchor your study or your research doon sa theory na yon. Kaya tinawag natin siyang theoretical framework. Kumbaga, your research has a basis, no? Kung ano yung mga existing theory. That's why we are showing your title. Example sa dito sa sa group 4. Okay, so ito yung sa group 4 ba dyan? Statistical correlation between enrollment in the EBM strand and the future career preferences of senior high school students in business-related fields. May group 4 ba dyan? Okay. So dito, this title, you should be looking for a theory. Proven, existing theory in ebooks or books, social media na pwede nyong gamitin. Example, itong theory ng career preferences. This is one key phrase sa inyong title. So future career preferences or career. To look for a theory, existing theory that is related to career preferences or just career. Okay? And you will anchor your study doon sa theory na yon. Sa group 5 naman, ito, consumer impression. So, pwede dito, consumer trust, no? Pag may group 5 dyan, one of your keywords is consumer trust. So, look for a theory online, existing theory online about consumer trust. Or pag wala naman, so look for a theory about decision-making behavior, no? Yun sa number 3 example, dun kay Elena. One of the keywords is consumer loyalty. So look for a theory online about consumer loyalty. Maraming theory about that one. Or pwede naman, look for a theory about visual identity. Okay? Or pwede namang brand recall, no? Theory about branding, about brand recall. Kaya hindi kompleto, basta mga keywords mga keywords dito. Yan ang hanapan nyo ng theory. O sa number 2 naman, di ba? Income determinants. Okay? They can look for a theory about income determinants or financial stability. Okay? Sa number 1, as a group 1 naman, ito yung sa ito yung Marvelous yata to. May group ba dito si Marvelous? I can't recall kung umatin sa kahapon. Okay, sa kanila, ito, they can look for a theory about spending behavior, about revenue generation. Yun ang kanyang hanapan ng theory na. So in short guys, you can come out with 1 or 2 theoretical framework. Pwedeng dalawa. Ang theoretical framework. Sa graduate school, ginagawa namin ito. Dalawang theoretical framework wherein you will anchor your study. Okay? So, just look for your key phrases dito. Then, yun ang hanapan ng theory. Kasi pag buong title, hindi ka makakita ng theoretical framework na connected sa buong title. Kaya nga, yung mga key phrases ang ating hinahanapan ng theory. Okay, and that is the theoretical frame. May dadagdag ba dito? Nadagdag si Kirby. Wow, si Kirby Naging present to si Kirby Parang ikaw yung present Kirby sa mga barkada mo. Wala yung mga barkada mo sa likod. Ano bang sabi sa'yo? Wala na din notice sa akin, Kirby, kung anong nangyari sa kanila. Alam mo ba, Kirby? Mga tao sa likod. Yan sina Gabriel, sina Udes, sina Alfonso, itong mga to, sina Pasya, di ba? Walang pasabi itong mga te. Yes, everyone is single one. Anyway, sige. I-record ko muna to si Kirby sa attendance. Sino bang dumating dyan? Si Cruz. Sorry, may pati. Ay, Urbano pala, sorry. So, confirm ko, ang present ay 6 lang. 6 of them. O yun ang rationale in writing the theoretical framework. And I'm going to present sample ng title with a theoretical framework para alam yung gagawin sa iyong mga research. Title is Safety and Security Policies of Online Stores, Basis for Enhancement of Risk Management and Risk Management Programs. Ito yung title slide yun, di ba? Ay, title page nyo. A practical research in ABM presented to the faculty of the Villagers Montessori in partial fulfillment of the requirements for the degree, senior high school, by the members. And yung date natin dito, that is the date of your presentation, no? December 2025 ba? So that is the title page, no? Lahat ng research nyo dapat meron siyang title page para alam ko kaagad kung anong title ninyo. Kasi minsan nagpe-present ng introduction of BOS, wala nakalagay na title page. So hindi ko alam kung connected ba yung intro doon sa kanilang title page. So don't forget to write, no? I uploaded the template. Yan yung gagamitin. Uploaded sa ating Google Classroom. Alright. And that is the title, no? May I ask you guys to take a screenshot itong title na to para alam niyo ang connection ng mga succeeding slides dito sa title para hindi natin babalikan itong title na to. So pa-screenshot. Okay, so that is a title and meron siyang intro, meron siyang BOS, then meron siyang theoretical framework. So this the TF. So when we say TF, we are talking about theoretical framework. Parang shorten natin siya. Okay, your TF, you should have the introductory paragraph. And very short one. You're just introducing yung gagamiting TF or theory, tapos what is the connection ng theory sa inyong research. And after writing your intro, susulat mo na yung theory. Pag sinabi natin theoretical framework, that is a framework. Hindi pwedeng wala kang framework or wala kang diagram o wala kang model. Kaya tinawag natin framework, isang theory na meron siyang framework or diagram or model. Tulad nito. So, ang title natin is about, di ba, safety and security policies. Yan ang kanyang title, no? Ang title ng present ko kanina. Then the researcher look for ATF. So ito yung kanyang nakita. Existing theory na connected sa kanyang title. Kasi ang title ng theory na to ay this about cybersecurity. Ano ba ang kanyang title? Security. Kaya ang title is connected doon. Cybersecurity framework. Okay? Din ito nanggaling it came from the internet. Kasi existing, di ba, proven, talagang sa mga website mo sa kukunin or books or e-books. Kaya lang, you should not be just downloading or copy-paste. Yung theory na nakuha mo, huwag mong just i-copy-paste dito kasi plagiarism yan. Pag nagdaanan sa ng Turnitin, red flag yan eh. Ang gagawin mo, you should create this in your own. So talagang gagawin mo siya, you will recreate talaga yung diagram na to. Hindi sa copy-pasted. Para to avoid plagiarism or red flag dun sa Turnitin or other plagiarism tools or software. Okay? So ganun din yung nasa internet. Kaya lang, ginawa ng sarili to, no? Recreated. Then meron cybersecurity framework, then exactly ito yung makitang framework sa online. Ang title na ito is it came from National Institute of Standards and Technology Framework. Okay? So you create as is So meron sa mga polygon, di ba? Tapos may mga, ibig sabihin dito, no? Itong framework na to is connected to our title. The Safety and Security Policies of Online Stores. Ito lang yung tamang framework para to. Or tamang theory. Now, the next thing to be done, pag nasulat mo na yung theory na to, you will discuss all the components ng theory na to. Ibig sabihin, bawat box or every polygon sa theory mo ay i-discuss mo sa ilalim or sa next page ng theory na to. But you should not just be discussing. You will discuss the connection of every box sa inyong research. Bakit mo ito ginamit? Bakit ang identify, for example, the protect, for example, the detect, respond, or recover ay connected sa iyong research. So, bawat element, bawat part ng theory, i-discuss mo. Ano bang connection sa research mo? Bakit mo sa ginamit? So, sa iyong mga succeeding pages, we'll discuss. Example, di ba pinakaunang component natin ay yung identify, then protect, detect. So, bawat isa will be discussed sa susunod na mga pages. Like this one, identify. Okay, so mayroong isang paragraph for the component identify, one paragraph for protect, one paragraph for respond. So ito yung mga component, ito yung mga boxes sa taas, di ba? So isang paragraph, you will discuss ano yung connection niya sa research or why did you anchor your study dito sa identify, protect, and respond. So you should not be just discussing. Hanapan mo ng connection. Kasi ang reason ng TF bakit mayroon ka, diyan mo binibase or in-anchor yung iyong study. Kaya meron kang TF or theoretical framework. Okay? So ito yung mga existing theory. Sir, ano pa mga samples? Ano mga samples sa mga TF na ginagamit sa business? Na proven talaga. Example, ito yung mga, I will be showing some of the TF or theoretical framework na ginagamit sa business. No? First one is the theory of Porter. We call this Porter's 5 forces model. Theoretical framework. No? So, sample of TF for business. For example, ang iyong research is about new entrance or new companies or new business. So, pwede mo siyang gamitin kasi meron ditong component about new entrance. Okay? If your title is about, for example, buyer purchasing power, buyer decisions, pwede mo itong gamitin kasi meron ditong bargaining power of buyers. Okay? If your title is about competition, you can use this TF kasi meron dito about competitive rivalry. And you will just discuss ano yung connection ng research mo dito sa theory na to ni Michael Porter. By the way, Michael Porter is a famous management or business author. Marami sa mga theory na ginagamit natin sa business like the 5 forces, the strategy in business, no? Yung mga sinulat niya. Okay, and another sample ng TF. I know you know this model, you know this theory, no? The theory of the marketing mix. Ibig sabihin daw, may theory tayo sa marketing na pag nag-market ka, 4 yung letter piece na mini-mix mo. Kaya tinawag natin sa marketing mix. The product, the price, the promotion, and the place. Yan ang mga theory natin. Now, if your title is about promotion, so pwede mong gamitin tong title na to. If your title is about pricing strategy, so pwede mo siyang gamitin. If your title is about product development, product innovation, So pwede mong gamitin tong theory na to about marketing mix. Okay, and ano pang theory no na existing sa business na pwede yung gamitin. Itong next theory din, ginagamit din to sa business eh. Itong theory ni Abraham Maslow, I know maybe in some point in time you have studied my Abraham Maslow, yung kanyang hierarchy of needs. Tandaan niyo na ba to? A famous theory ni Abraham Maslow. Ibig sabihin yung mga needs ng isang individual ay naka-level siya. Meron siyang hierarchy. Pinakaunang needs na dapat ma-meet ay yung physiological or physical needs like air, water, food, shelter. Then the next level of need is the safety and security, like personal security and employment. Those are needs, resources, health insurance, property. Example, meron kang ang title mo is about health insurance. So itong theory ni Abraham Maslow ay pwede mong gamitin. Kasi ang insurance is part of safety needs. Okay? So ang title mo naman is about social needs or belongingness. Pwede rin to. Kasi kasama sa kanyang component yung love and belongingness. If your title is about family, pwede yan. If your title is about self-esteem, self-confidence, recognition, reward system, financial freedom, pwede ito kasi yung pang-apat nating needs na Abraham Maslow ay yung self-esteem. Okay? If your research is about reproduction, about food, about needs, pwede ito. You can anchor your research dito sa theory ni Abraham Maslow. Right? And another sample. This is another theory na pwede nyo gamitin. Depende sa study nyo. So just be patient on finding an existing theory na connected sa inyong mga study. Okay. Message. Okay. This one is another theory about communication. If your title is about communication, example, di ba sa marketing meron tayong tinatawag na market communication sa marketing. So you can use this theory kasi this one is about communication eh. Di ba sa communication meron tayong the speaker or the source, meron tayong speaker's mouth, transmitter, the airwave or the channel, the medium na ginagamit. Meron tayong receiver, destination, meron tayong feedback. So if your title is connected to communication, ito yung theory na pwede mong gamitin. Okay? Kasi connected naman siya. So depende sa yung title. So just look for a component ng yung a key phrase ng yung title, then saka mo siya hanapan ng related theory or TF. Kasi pag buong title, wala ka makikita pag buong title ang hinanapan ng theory. Kaya by key phrase ang ating ginagawa. Find the TF. Kaya ng TF So maybe you have questions, you can always interrupt me. Baka meron ditong group na hindi represented. Anyway. So ito yung so that is the TF. And after the TF, dalawa lang naman yung task for today. The TF and the CF. Now let's go to the CF. CF is the conceptual framework. So tulad din sa TF, this is a framework. This is a model. This is a diagram. A drawing. No? Ang pinagkaiba nga lang, yung TF ay galing sa mga famous authors or famous management business people. At ang TF ay proven. At ang TF ay matagal na nating ginagamit. Ang CF hindi. Tinawag sang CF or conceptual framework kasi ang CF is own concept of the writer or own concept of the researcher. It means this is your own concept. Kaya tinawag sang conceptual framework. Sa inyo tong diagram na to. Sarili yung diagram. Pag sinabi nating CF, own diagram. So, ibig sabihin ng CF, how should the researcher go around or process yung kanyang research? Anong kanyang atake o pagdadaanan in conducting the research? Anong kanyang concept? How is he going to go around the research? Kaya tinawag isang concept, sariling framework pag sinabi nating CF. The conceptual framework ang tawag natin. So the same thing, pag sinabi nating CF, you should have, so have you noticed na lahat ng major part ng inyong research ay dapat meron kang introductory paragraph. Introduce the present, no? What is the area all about? Kaya meron tayong mga intro for TF and CF. For example, itong CF na to, an important thing to be done during the process of coming up with an effective risk management program. You can pattern your own intro. Pero siyempre, iba tong mga iba-ibang title kasi kayo. So make your own introductory paragraph. Before presenting yung inyong sariling concept, that we call conceptual framework. So ito hindi sa galing sa theory, hindi sa galing sa mga existing theory. Sarili ito. Ito tinawag natin sa figure number 2, the paradigm of the study. How are you going to conduct the research in a capsule? How are you going to conduct the research in a diagram? Yan ang ibig sabihin ng conceptual framework. Then you will see here, this one is a famous framework or model. Maraming gumagamit itong model na to. We call this the IPO model. I don't know if sa inyong previous research last sem, if ginamit nyo ba? Have you been introduced to CF and TF before sa first sem? Or previously? Ang yung research pa nakaraan, merong CF and TF? Or wala naman? Or this is your first time to know about the CF and TF? First time? Now, this one is the IPO model or the IPO framework. Ibig sabihin ng IPO, input, process, output. So, meron siyang tatlong boxes. The first box is the input, the middle box is the process, and the third box is the output. Ito tinawag siyang IPO. Madalas itong ginagamit ng mga researchers in conducting their research. Palagi siyang ginagamit. But of course, you can come out with another model, another framework. Pero mga researchers ko, previous batch, itong kanilang ginagamit. Okay? So this one is vertical, but you can also arrange your IPO laterally. Pwede siyang magkakadikit, side by side, no? IPO, gitna ay process, tapos sa kanan yung output. Lateral, horizontal. No? Ito lang kasi vertical. Okay? So what is being written sa input? Tinawag sa input kasi diyan mo ilalagay yung mga variables mo sa iyong research. So depende sa iyong mga itatanong. Ano ba itatanong mo sa mga respondents mo? Yun ang nakalagay sa input box. Example, you want to know, sa research na to the researchers want to know the business profile or demographic profile ng mga respondents. The researcher want to know the common safety policies ng kanilang mga respondents. The researcher want to know the remedies to improve risk management. Yun ang kanyang tatanong sa mga respondents. So therefore, yun ang kanyang mga variables na ilalagay sa input box. Alright? Then after the input box, meron kang the middle box. There's the process. Ibig sabihin, what are you going to do with those variables? Anong gagawin mo sa demographic profile? Paano mo siya kukunin? Anong gagawin mo sa safety policies? Anong gagawin sa mga remedies? Sa process nakalagay yan. Gagawa ka ng questionnaire, mag-interview ka, you'll collect the data, you'll interpret the data, evaluate, and present the data. Yun nakalagay sa process box mo. Right? Then after the process box, meron kang the output. So very simple, ang output is the result of your study. That is the output. Ang research kasi guys, I just want to reiterate now, research is not just a subject. Pag nag-research kayo, you should have an output. You should have a contribution to the general body of knowledge. Yan ang magandang research. Not only for the sake of the grade or submission, dapat meron kang contribution. Ano yung contribute mo sa field of knowledge? Yung output ng iyong study. Kaya nga, dito sa research na to, ang kanyang output ay gumawa siya ng program. At yung program ay nilagyan na ng title, Enhancement of Risk Management Program. Yan ang kanyang output. Kasi hanapan ko kayo ng output sa inyong study. Ano bang contribution nyo sa ano? Ano bang contribution ng inyong research? Ano bang result ng inyong study? So yung result, gagawin mo lang siyang output. In a form of an output. Yun nakalagay sa inyong output box. Ang output mo, pwede siyang program, pwede siyang rule, pwede siyang policy. Huwag lang theory Kasi pag theory, proven dapat ang theory. So hindi pwedeng theory ang output mo. Ano lang, proposal, proposition, program, policy. Ganun lang, Huwag theory. Hindi pa tayo abot sa theory level Okay? So you can make your own design ng inyong mga boxes. Ang magandang gamitin dito, infographics There are lots of infographics sa social media na pwede mong gamitin as your paradigm of the study, figure number 2, or your conceptual framework. Kasi dati nung ako may second doctoral in 2023 na nag-presented. And sabi ng panelist, mas maganda. Yung simple lang kasi aking model dati, sabi ng panelist, gumamit ka ng infographics para mas maganda. Yun kasi uso ngayon That is the trend. In presenting your CF, use infographics. Yun ang diagram. So, dalawang diagram, ating ni-present, the TF and the CF. The next thing to be done, bawat box, the input, the feedback, the process, the output, at meron kang feedback. So, bakit merong feedback? Kasi ongoing or continuous improvement ang ating mga ginagawang output. Example, itong output na to, itong program na to, hindi sa lasting Sometimes we can revise ang isang policy or program depende sa situation. Kaya meron tayong feedback. Okay, ano bang galing sa output na monitor mo na meron ng bago? So you go to number 1 again to ask yung mga respondents. So cycle siya. Kaya meron isang feedback mechanism dito. Okay? So So you have 4 components: the input, the process, the output, and the feedback. Itong apat na to guys, no? Ito yung i-discuss mo sa ilalim ng figure number 2. Ibig sabihin, ayan. Discuss the input. Sa input, itong sa input box kasi dito, naka-bullet siya, di ba? Enumerated siya, no? Pagdating sa discussion, you will just write this in a narrative format. Right? So you have the input box. So firstly, you should have the introductory paragraph, very short one. Ito. Figure number 2 illustrates the paradigm of the study using the input-output scheme. Then after that, you discuss per box. So the first box, the input. So we'll just enumerate anong nakalagay sa input box mo. You will just narrate here, example, anong laman niya. Common safety and security, narrative, the extent of imposition, the frequency of occurrence, and the remedies. Itong mga to, sa first paragraph ng input, ito yung nakalagay kanina doon sa input box. And he just narrate sa kanyang paragraph. Ganoon din sa process. The second paragraph, the second box. The second box is labeled process. And you will just narrate ano yung mga gagawin mo. Pag-interview ka ba? Nagalaw ko. Are you going to survey? Questionnaire? Are you going to interview? Random interview? Or gawang FGD? Dito sa tatlo, hindi natin masyadong ginagawang FGD, no? Ang madalas natin ginagawang data collection is the survey and the interview. Ang focus group discussion or FGD, ginagawa yan sa mga pagkunti lang yung respondents na hinahanap mo. Na pwedeng round table discussion lang without survey. Then you have the data collection, then anong gagawin doon sa mga na-collectang data? You will analyze the documents. Pwede rin document analysis eh. Okay? You will collect the data, you will evaluate the data, you will analyze, then you're going to report mga data. No? Yan ang process na ginagawa dun sa mga data na yung na-collecta. I-tabulate, i-discuss, i-evaluate yung mga data mo. That is part of the process box. And after the process box, the output. So, ang output, kung anong tinapos mong output or result, yun ang nakalagay dito. So sa paragraph na to, the small box at the bottom, the output box or the outcome which develop, it shows enhancement of risk management program. Enhancement of risk management program. So kaya dito kasi nakalagay, risk management program. So itong phrase na yan ang nilagay niya sa kanyang output paragraph. Right? Then after the output, the feedback. So apat lang siya, the feedback mechanism. The small box at the bottom is the feedback or the information about reactions to the recommendations ng mga respondents. No? So continuous kasi ang ating ginagawang cycle paggawa ng program. Inuulit natin, we revise. Kung hindi na relevant ang isang program, we revise. So yun ang laman ng ating CF. So very short one. So napakadali siyang gawin. Ang challenge dito is yung sa TF, no? Looking for a theory na connected sa iyong study. Okay, so may nadagdag ba sa ating attendance? Okay, wala. Ay, wala sina work ngayon ah. Wala rin si wala rin sina, yung kahapon nandito. Wala rin sina Hailey. Wala rin sina Daphne. Okay guys, sa inyong mga group members, you just echo this to your group members kasi apat. Isang present ka lang ngayon, so apat yung wala. So you should echo to them. Or recorded naman itong ating session. Yun nga lang, hindi pa sila nakaka-view ng ating recording. Wala pa nagko-comment eh. So hindi ko malaman kung sino po naka-view. At siguro pag okay na yung natin, yung may weather disturbance file. Okay, so just relay this to them. Okay, so I don't have, that is my last slide. Ayan. So maybe you have questions paggawa ng intro or paggawa ng BOS. Pag wala naman kayong questions. So once again, this has been Dr. Cortez signing off. So thank you sa mga umattend ng ating session today. Hoping na next week is complete na tayo. Bye everyone.
Thank you, Dr.